guys, it's Michelle Taylor from veganbreak.com, and I'm here today to show you my all-time favorite vegan baking recipe for a kind of cupcake called self-frosted peanut butter cupcakes. They're from this vegan baking book by Hannah Kaminsky. It's called My Sweet Vegan, and it's an awesome book. They have all sorts of recipes from cake, cookies, cupcakes, blondies, everything you can imagine. Awesome, I highly recommend this book. But this is what we'll be making today, the self-frosting peanut butter cupcakes. They're moist and filling and delicious. They're a little healthier than normal because there's not added oil or butter. That just comes from the peanut butter, but there still is a good amount of sugar, so it's definitely still a sweet treat. I always make these. I've probably made them 15 times by now. They're my go-to baked good for all the vegan bake sales that we do in the Bay Area, and they always, sell out and everyone loves them. So yeah, they're delicious, and I had to share this recipe because since I've made these, I actually haven't made another kind of vegan baked good because these are just so good. So I'll show you how to make them. Alright, so the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to combine 2/3 cups of soy milk. It can either be plain or I've always used vanilla. It calls for plain in there, but vanilla just gives it an extra vanilla-y flavor. And then a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar, and I use Bragg's. It's organic, raw, and unfiltered, so really good quality. And then you combine these two ingredients in a small bowl and you let it sit for a little while, just a few minutes. And after that, you're going to whisk it vigorously until it's frothy. In the cookbook, it calls for a stand mixer, although I've always just used bowls and forks and spoons or even a whisk, just to make it a little simpler. I don't even own a stand mixer, and it's always turned out great, so that's kind of a simpler way to cut down on your dishes afterwards. So that's the first step, and then I'll show you the next one. Alright, so you're going to pour your soy milk and apple cider vinegar mixture into a slightly bigger bowl. And in this smaller bowl, you are going to mix, you're going to do your egg substitute, which is done with flaxseed meal, ground flaxseed meal. So we're going to do 2 tablespoons of that and 1/4 cup water. And flaxseed is just a great egg substitute. It's generally 3 tablespoons of water to 1 tablespoon of ground flaxseed, and you mix it up and you let it sit, and it gets a little kind of jelly, and then you add that to whatever you're baking. So that is 1 egg, and you can't taste the flax seeds generally unless you're adding a lot in there. It doesn't taste very nutty or anything, and you'll be able to see that with this recipe. You can't even tell it's not vegan. So this is a great egg substitute, and we'll go ahead and add that. And then next what you're going to do is you're going to add your sugar. You're going to add a 1/2 cup of organic dark brown sugar and 1/2 cup of granulated sugar. So we'll go ahead and do that and mix it all up and then show you the next step. Alright, so once you've added your sugars and your flaxseed egg replacer mixture, you can go ahead and add vanilla extract, unsweetened applesauce, and 1/2 cup of peanut butter. So I always use organic peanut butter, organic creamy peanut butter. You don't want the crunchies in there. And so it's 1/2 teaspoon of the vanilla extract, and then I always just use like one of these little containers because it's the perfect amount of applesauce. You want 1/2 cup of the unsweetened applesauce, and you just add that all into your mixture. The peanut butter is really gooey, so it makes a little bit of a mess, but it's totally worthwhile in the end because who doesn't love peanut butter chocolate? Mix that all together, and then we'll show you the next step. Alright, so now we have our wet mixture all put together in a big bowl. In another bowl, we're going to mix the dry ingredients, the unbleached flour, baking soda, and baking powder and salt together. So we're going to do 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. We're going to do 1 teaspoon baking powder and 1/2 teaspoon baking soda. And then for salt, we're doing a 1/2 teaspoon of salt as well. So you're going to mix that all together, and then you're going to add it to your big bowl of peanut butter mush. Mix it all together, and that will be the extent of the main part of the cupcake. And then separately, we're going to make the self-frosting, which is more chocolatey, peanut buttery. And then we will add them to the cupcake tin. Alright, so now we finished the mixture for the base of the cupcake, and now we're going to go on to make the frosting, which is super easy. So in a separate container, just add 1/4 cup of soy milk, 1/4 cup of cocoa, so I have Ghirardelli, it's just pure cocoa. You're going to use a 1/2 cup of peanut butter, and then 2/3 cup of confectioner sugar, aka powdered sugar. So you're going to mix that together really well, and that will be your frosting. And then we're going to go ahead and put them in the cupcake tins. Alright, so we just finished mixing this decadent chocolate peanut butter frosting until smooth, and all this smells absolutely delicious. I wish you could be here. And we are ready to assemble the cupcake batters. So first we're going to take our giant bowl of peanut butter cupcake batter, and we are going to divide it equally among 12 different cupcakes. So this recipe makes 12. And then once that's done, we are going to add a giant dollop of the chocolate peanut butter frosting to each one. And then swirl it around so it kind of covers the top, but that you still have a little bit of the lighter peanut butter in there. So it has that pretty swirly look to the top of the cupcake. Really good. And then we're going to go ahead and stick them in the oven. And we're going to bake them for 20 to 25 minutes in an oven that's been preheated to 350 degrees. And then we will take them out and show you the final product and enjoy them. Alright, so the cupcakes are done. We just did the toothpick test. It came out clean, and they look and smell absolutely delicious. Here they are. You're going to let them cool off, pull them out and try them, and these are your self-frosting peanut butter chocolate cupcakes from the My Sweet Vegan cookbook. Highly recommend making these. They are absolutely delicious and will impress all of your vegan and non-vegan friends and coworkers and neighbors and family, so try it out. Thanks so much for watching. You can see more videos at www.veganbreak.com or over at my YouTube channel. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. Have a great one. Bye.